to the Tunnel Turn. We are a new channel here. We are for fans, by fans. I'm Phil. This is Christina.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Race Day weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway. It's the Dixie Vodka 400. And here at the Tunnel Turn, Race Day means one thing. Race Day means Power Rankings. Little track facts for your history buffs, because you know I always like to throw a little history in there. Homestead Miami Speedway opened in 1995. However, it was originally built to help Homestead rebound after Hurricane Andrew. So the groundbreaking took place in 1993, a year later to the date of Hurricane Andrew that Andrew hit. It's considered a mile-and-a-half oval.
Yeah, it was built in 1995, or was opened in 1995, I apologize. It was originally a rectangular shaped track similar to Indianapolis, but smaller because it's a mile and a half. The racing wasn't very good. It was hard to drive. It was kind of dangerous. So they made it into a normal oval, and it was flat. It was like 6 degrees of banking, which is really, really flat for a mile-and-a-half track. And they still weren't happy with the racing, so they went and spent the money. They went all technological, and they made the first progressive banking track, 18 degrees on the bottom, 20 degrees on the high side.
Definitely a cool track. I remember Jimmy Spencer crashing on the wall right in front of us.
Oh yeah, we've been there a time or two.
In 2002, it became the first track on the circuit to host all 3 championships from the series of NASCAR. That means the Truck Series, the Busch Series, the Infinity Series, and the Cup Series.
Well, I believe it was the Busch Series at the time.
It may have been the Busch Series at the time, but obviously the championship was crowned at this track. This is actually the first year they're not doing it.
Yeah, it was the place to win the title. But enough about that. It's that time we're going to get right to what this video is about, what you guys want to see. It's the Power Rankings, and here's my number 10. I have Jimmie Johnson at number 10. Yes, I dropped him down a little bit. I mean, that's where he finished at Martinsville. It's just I keep waiting for Jimmy to break through, keep waiting for Jimmy to break through, and he looks like he's going to, but then by the end of the race, it's what happened to Jimmy.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
So he moved down 6 spots from last week's Power Rankings, and if you want to see last week's Power Rankings, feel free to check it out. But, I mean, he does have a win here. I mean, he does have good numbers here. And he is showing a lot of speed, so therefore I do keep him in my top 10 because he is good.
Wow, Jimmie Johnson at number 10. Yeah. I went back and forth with him this week because I want to keep him on my number 10 just because he's Jimmie Johnson, and that's kind of, I don't know, the wrong reason to do it.
I know it seems low, but he's one of those guys that it's hard to place because he is underperforming.
Right. But I do have him, but I have him a lot higher than you do.
Well, I guess we'll get to that later. So what about 10?
I will give you my 10. My 10, I'm taking a gamble this week on the 24 car.
Ooh, his teammate.
Here's why. I mean, let's start out with a quick negative. He was 24th here last year. But recently, he's been awesome. He's had top 12 finishes in 4 of his last 6 races.
I mean, he has been doing better. Martinsville was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad for him, and I think he's going to continue that trend, and I think you're going to see a top 10 out of him today.
All right. Okay, so let's keep going. What else you got?
Well, number 10 was William Byron, so number 9, I'm keeping Ryan Blaney on the list. I moved him up 1 this week.
Ryan Blaney.
His record at Homestead is not the kind of stuff you want to write home to mom about. But he's had his best career finish there at 11th at this track last year. He's been solid at 1.5-mile tracks in the year 2020. In fact, his 3 top 5s and 181 points scored in those 4 races are both tops in the series.
Yeah, plus last week, Martinsville, not last week, a couple days ago on Wednesday, he was just fast. I mean, he was passing everybody. He put on a driving clinic at Martinsville. It's a shame he didn't get a chance to run with Truex at the end. I have Blaney at number 8 myself, so it's pretty much right there.
Exactly.
You know, for a lot of the same reasons. I mean, he's just been really good. He's got that Penske power going, so I moved him up 2 spots and put him in number 8.
Yeah, I do believe at the end of the race, if he can get back up there, I do believe he can pull a solid top 10 out of this race.
Definitely. All right, well, let's go to my number 9. Catching up a little bit, I have Alex Bowman at number 9. I went and put him in the top 10.
You and Alex Bowman, do you have like a direct line that you're talking to him that he's giving you maybe trade secrets in?
He's had a rough couple races, sure, but he's good at these kind of tracks. You look back at his history, it shows he has won a race this year. We can't forget that. He does have a bunch of stage wins, so it's not like he's doing bad. He's just had bad luck. I think he's going to turn his luck around at Homestead.
We will see today.
Yeah, we will. So, how about number 8? What do you got?
Well, for my number 8, I got good old Denny Hamlin.
Ooh, Denny Hamlin all the way down here?
With your winner pick last week, sweetheart.
Yes, it was, and it was not a good winner pick.
No,
Just like your winner pick was not a good winner pick. They were Denny Hamlin and Harvick. I mean, who would have thought Denny Hamlin was going to just do that bad at Martinsville?
Exactly. Okay, let's get to Homestead, though. Lately, he's been strong with nothing but top 12 finishes at Homestead. He's a 2-time winner, and throwing away Martinsville last week, you could expect a solid finish out of Denny Hamlin at Homestead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he won Charlotte, didn't he?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, how can you argue with that?
Right, so we know he's capable. We know he'll be up there. I myself have Denny Hamlin at number 6, but, you know, I mean, I think he's going to be real good here.
I think he will too.
You know.
I mean, that's not saying he can't win the race. I mean, he's more than capable of obviously winning the race.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think he's going to this week, but
I don't think so either.
he'll be in and around the top 5. Well, all right. Who do you have at number 7?
Well, my number 7 is Brad Keselowski.
Ooh, Brad Keselowski, old Bubba K.
Never count out Bubba K. I know he hasn't led a lot of laps at Homestead, but he has a lot of solid finishes at this track.
Mm-hmm.
He's finished 7th or better in his last 5 of 7 starts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bubba K is somebody you can never count out at any track. He's had a lot of good luck wins this year.
Yeah. And
the tide don't just seem to be blowing any good way, bad way for him. So I think if you want a solid finish, he's your guy.
Yeah, momentum is a powerful thing. Right now, he's got momentum. Another 3rd place finish at Martinsville. I mean, he's just really, really good. He's really good, really consistent. I mean, right now, he's got 8 top 10s. He's got 2 wins this season. He's 2nd in the playoff points. He's just rolling. I also have him at number 7.
Well, also, you want to bring up in your number 7, Penske ain't signed him yet.
Yeah, he is a free agent for next season, so it'll be interesting to see where he goes.
Well, Penske need to make sure he signs up quick, because if Penske lose him, they're losing a real good driver.
Yep. All right, well, you already have my number 6, Denny Hamlin, so what do you got at 6?
Well, I have the Candyman.
Candyman.
Kyle Busch.
Candyman, Kyle Busch. Falls out of top 5.
Believe it or not, Kyle Busch used to struggle here. But that is a thing of the past. With 5 straight finishes of 6th or better. Winner twice here. And I know this year's not going very well. But this could be the breakthrough race to change the year for Kyle Busch.
That would be nice if it is. You know, obviously I have Kyle Busch higher. We'll find out how much higher. I think it's a little low. He's got such good numbers.
It's the same argument you can give for Jimmy Johnson by putting him in 10th.
Yeah.
You know, you know he can be up there. You know he can win races, but he's not getting it done when it counts.
Still looking for a win or even a stage win.
I mean, what else can you say?
All right, now we're into it. We're into where the big dogs are. We're into the top 5. Oh yeah, these are the guys that we're gonna see contending for the win.
Oh yeah, top 5 is a place to be. The big dogs, the race winners, the cream of the crop, the tip of the top.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go first. I'll have my number 5, who you just had at number 6, Kyle Busch. I couldn't leave this guy out of the top 5. I mean, he's got 2 wins here, 463 laps led, which is the most among all active drivers right now. Yeah, he still has no wins, but he does have 6 top 5s, which is the most for this season, tied with Kevin Harvick. So it's not that the performance hasn't been there, it's just just hasn't been getting the W's, but he's been top 5. He's the best, got the best numbers at this track. I gotta leave him in top 5. I had to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have to go back to the Jimmy Johnson defense. Same thing, you know. He's been up there. He's performing. There's he's been second in how many races, but he's just not getting the win at the end.
He doesn't have as many top 5s either.
We'll see.
So what do you got? Who's your number 5?
Well, my number 5, speak of the devil, is Jimmy Johnson.
Coincidence that she brought up Jimmy Johnson?
Hey, what can I say? The cream of the crop goes to the top.
Alright, so tell us about Jimmy.
Well, he's your money man. He's been solid at Homestead in recent years. He got 6 top 15s in his last 7 starts. More importantly, he's been fast all year, especially at mile-and-a-half tracks. You know he loves tracks like Charlotte and things like this.
Yeah.
Plan on him being up there in the contention. Alrighty, let's move on to my number 4.
Let's do it. Who you got? Give it to me.
Is Chase Elliott.
Ooh, Chase Elliott. Man, he's the man.
Let's get the bad stuff out of the way quick. He's never led a lap at Homestead. But he has an average finish of 9.5 in 4 starts at the track and has never finished outside the top 15. He's also one of the best drivers on the track all year, if I do say so myself. Not to mention he's 3rd in the points and has top 10 finishes in 4 of the last 5 races.
Yeah, he's been doing good this year, so numbers from last year aren't necessarily going to translate to this year. I think he's going to be really good too. In fact, he is also my number 4 for this week. I dropped him down 2 spots, but you know, the last 2 races he's just been kind of middle in the top 10. You know, just he's there. But I think he could get back up there at any time. I mean, it's Chase Elliott. I mean, come on. There's never no telling. All he's got to do is hit the right setup, and he's going to be out front. Because he's just got fast cars.
I do agree. I mean, the last 2 races, he didn't look as hungry as he did, you know, when he won early here in was it Charlotte?
I don't know if it's not as hungry. He just
Yeah,
didn't have the car.
Whether he had the car or not, you could still, I don't know, just the way he was moving through the field the last couple races, it just didn't seem like he was, maybe it was the car, I don't know, but it just didn't seem like he was just getting in those little turns and corners and quickness that he's done over the last races before that.
Yeah, I just don't think they hit the setup. That's the part about this having no practice, is if you miss the setup, then you're just playing catch up the whole day.
I could see that.
You know, but, and also I gotta say, the paint job that he's got today, that Night Owl paint job, oh man, it's beautiful. It's gonna look beautiful on the track. Moving on to number 3, I got Joey Logano at number 3. I mean, talk about the Penske power. We'll bring that up one more time, but definitely with Joey Logano. I mean, he's also got 5 straight top 6s here at Homestead. He's leading the playoff points. I mean, he's just been really fast. Wherever they go, he's been up there. So, I have him at number 3.
Well, I have him as well, but I have him a little higher than number 3.
Not much higher than 3.
Well, just a little higher. But I agree for all the same reasons. You know, this kid's been bad fast everywhere he goes. He can win anywhere. This is one of his good tracks. You know, if not top 10, definitely, you know, if not the win, then definitely top 10.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't see any way he'll be out of the top 5 for that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Barring a crash or something, some unforeseen circumstance. But yeah, he's at number 3. Also, then what do you got at number 3?
Well, at my number 3, I have Martin Truex.
Martin Truex Jr.
He is on the wheel at Homestead the last few seasons, following a win back in 2017 with back-to-back runner-up finishes. Out of 15 races, he had 6 top 5s and 10 top 10s, and led 312 laps. He won stages at all the cookie cutter tracks this year. I mean, he's always up there. He's always contending. He's always fighting. There's a good chance he could be in the top 10 this week as well, if not the top 5.
Yeah, Martin Truex, he is definitely for sure going to be a sure bet guy. It's contending for the win. That's why I have him at number 2, just a little bit higher. He's just on a roll right now, and when Truex gets on a roll, he starts rolling. I mean, a week ago he had 0 playoff points. Now he's got 7, and he's just been doing really good. I mean, if you look at his finishes at some of these intermediate tracks, you see Truex in the top 5 almost every time, and winning stages. I mean, and plus he's got 3 top 2s at this track. Has finishes a first, second, and second at this track in the last 3 years.
Yeah, he's definitely one that can contend at this track. When you read stories about him, you hear him, stage point collectors throw around a lot. So watch out for Truex. He's going to be up there. He's going to take points. He's going to make sure he's in there for not only today, but the championship at the end.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so that's my 2. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick at number 2. Ooh, boy, you knocked him out of number 1. Go ahead, tell us about Kevin Harvick.
He's always strong here. Now, I'm not saying just because I knocked him out of number 1, he can't win. We know Kevin Harvick can win. He's always strong here. And since joining Stewart-Haas Racing, he is a beast in that car. He's finished 4th or better in all 6 starts at this track with Stewart-Haas Racing.
It's impressive.
So please do not count Harvick out to win this race. Bet on that Harvick could win this race. In any fantasies and anything, put your money on Harvick.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad choice to go with Harvick this week. The dude's just been strong. Yeah, Martinsville, they missed the setup, but in these intermediate tracks, I mean, look at Atlanta a week ago. He was just fast.
Definitely.
Nobody could touch him there at the end.
I mean, he's top 10 all year long. All year. You can't mistake that. And how many now? He's got 3 wins in now?
Oh yeah, that's why I have him at number 1, obviously, because I haven't mentioned him. He's staying at number 1, even with that poor performance last week. Like I said, I was just Martinsville. He hit a bad setup. It happens. But I mean, he's just great here. I mean, in 19 races, he's got 1 win. He's got 11 top 5s in 19 races and 17 top 10s. So that means there's only 2 races out of 19 that he was out of the top 10. He's just really good here. He's dominating the cookie cutters like this. You know, I just see him up front, number 1. There's no reason to take him out of number 1.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you with my number 1, which was, as I said earlier, you had him a little higher up on the list. I have him at number 1. I have Joey Logano. Joey Logano has won Las Vegas this year, which is a track close to this track. He is good at these tracks.
Yeah.
He's arguably the best driver at Homestead with his recent win. Prior to that, he was 6th with back-to-back top 5s in 2015 and 2016. Add that to his 2020 season when he's 2 wins and 3 top 10 finishes in his last 4 races.
Yeah, he's definitely got good numbers here. He's money. He's definitely money. So he may be a better number 3, or better number 1 than number 3. But I just couldn't take Harvick out, and the way Truex is, I had to put him at number 3.
I hate to disagree. I think out of the 3 of those drivers, I see Logano in the winner's circle more than anything.
So Logano's your winner pick today?
Logano is my winner pick today.
Alright, so Logano is Christina's winner pick. It's definitely not a bad choice. I'm going to go with Martin Truex Jr. winning 2 in a row today. He's just, man, like I said, the guy's just money. He's on a roll. He's just going to get it done. He's going to be out front, and he's going to get it done.
Well, I'm going to say about Joey Logano, he's a solid at 1.5 mile ovals all year, has one of the best resumes at Homestead. He's finished 6th or better in each of his last 5 starts here, which gives him an average finish 4th at this track. He's going to take number 1 today. You better watch out, because he's coming.
Alright, well, I guess we'll wait and see. I'm going to go with a guy that's had 3 straight top 2s, because he's going to do it again.
We'll see. Bring it on, baby.
Right. Well, alright, that's it. You've heard our top 10s, you've heard our winner picks, but now it's your turn. You tell us. Did we leave somebody out? Who's your top 10? Who's your winner picks? We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear who you think has the better top 10 or the better winner. So please comment below. I'd love to talk to you guys.
Definitely. And if you liked our video, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about the tunnel turn. We're still a new channel for a little bit longer, but we want to get out there. We want to get it to a whole new audience, and you can help us.
So what time does the race start?
The race starts at 3:30 today on your local Fox channel. I think there's also pre-race at 3 o'clock, and I believe there's an Xfinity race before that. So check it all out.
Yeah, there is, because there's 4 races in these 2 days. Xfinities are doing 2 races. So that's going to be interesting. Well, okay, join us on Monday after the race for our post-race review. We'll tell you all about the crazy stuff that is sure to happen in this race at Homestead. Until then, though, have a good day.
Bye.